Hi, Michelle. How are you?
Hi, I'm excellent. How are you today?
What are we doing here with this blanket?
Well, this blanket is one of 10 blankets that have gone out into East Central Indiana starting 10 days ago. Basically, the premise is a thread of hope. It's a campaign to raise money for the Sexual Assault Treatment Center in Madison County. Over 120 people get treated there every year, and approximately 70 of those are children, most of them under the age of 14. And the nurses there were looking for ways to try to raise money to buy robes for these children to take the hospital out of the situation. When they come in, these kids have been through a big ordeal, and the nurses really want to make that situation hopeful, soothing, and pleasant for children who are frightened. And right now when they come in, they each get a blanket donated to them, just like this one, donated by the Project Linus, actually that operates out of here in Pendleton, who provides a blanket for each of the children who come in. And then they also get a stuffed animal. Well, Holly Renz, the nurse there, said we would really like to be able to provide robes for them as well. So we said we can make that happen. So we got 10 of the blankets that were donated by Project Linus, and we told the story about how the program works, and we got very generous sponsorship from Community Hospital Anderson, Nationwide Insurance Tim Thompson specifically, Build and Company, and the Anderson Youth Exchange Club. And basically what happens is all people have to do is follow the directions on this blanket when they see it. It's a pay it forward project. The blanket comes around you, you get your picture taken with it, and you email that to the email address that's here on the blanket. Okay. Or you post it directly to the message box on the Community Hospital Anderson Facebook page. For every picture that we get at Community Hospital Anderson, the hospital donates $1, and then these other companies up to $500 match. Community Hospital pledged $1,000. If we can get 1,000 pictures.
They pledge up to a certain threshold.
Yes, up to $1,000 from Community Hospital. So if we get 1,000 pictures, that's $1,000 from Community Hospital Anderson. And Tim Thompson Insurance, Build and Company, and Anderson Youth Exchange Club each pledged $500.
Wow.
So we've already exceeded the first 500 photos in the first week.
No kidding.
As of this morning, we were closing in on 700. And I firmly believe by the end of the day today we'll be at 700 photos. So if you want to see the process of how the project has gone, I highly recommend that you go to the Community Hospital Anderson Facebook page.
All right.
So if you go to Facebook, just type in Community Hospital Anderson, right in that search bar, and come and like the page and see what we've done. We have pictures from all over, all kinds of organizations and businesses and private individuals. We have had people I've never met send us 99 pictures.
Oh, okay.
It's been the most unbelievable response. We expected the blanket to get around some well-known businesses, and we expected some of our friends and people who are passionate about child abuse to pass the blanket around, but people have come out of the woodwork to help this. We're getting offers for stuffed animals. May I make blankets? May I give you money? I would like to sponsor robes. It's been wonderful. We set up, Keith Trent and the Hospital Foundation set up a fund for this. So should anybody want to make a private donation, they would go to the Community Hospital Anderson website and go to the foundation page, and they can donate there. $15 buys a robe. Okay. And so for $15, you've just impacted a child. Pretty easy to do. Not everybody can donate 500, but most people can do 15. And you just make sure to designate a thread of hope in your donation. And then if you're interested in helping any other way, send us a message on our Facebook page, and we will put you in contact with the right people.
Now, is this the only blanket that's traveling around this part of, this is just the one blanket, right?
Well, there are 10 blankets.
10 blankets.
There are 10, and I just happen to have this one that made its way back to me yesterday. And I'm getting ready to take it to somebody else who requested to take it to church with them. We have 10 floating out there all over the place. I don't know where the other 9 are. I have no idea, but the pictures are still coming. We don't expect we'll ever get the blankets back, and that's not the point. That we want to raise awareness about child abuse in our area, and that we want to get people talking about it. We want people to see this blanket and say, what in the world is that? And have conversations so that it's not taboo to talk about it, and so that abusers know that it's not okay.
Now, what happens to this blanket when it's finished this project? What happens to it?
Well, we probably will never see any of the blankets again. They're going to end up in somebody's house, in the backseat of somebody's car.
Or maybe out community hospital.
Or
someplace on display, or perhaps.
Well, if we get any back, we probably will make a display out of one of them with a story of the project, because it's been such an amazing project that we just made up to try something. You know, which was what was so exciting. We anticipate though that we probably won't really see any of the blankets make it back, and that's okay. I would rather see these blankets floating around the community forever.
Yeah.
I would rather somebody find this in 2 years and say, "What is this?"
Now,
Yeah.
when this one's over, will there be, and people could go to the community hospital's Facebook page to find out more about it?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
And then when this is over here, will there be another one down the road, perhaps, if we get more sponsors and do this again?
Yeah, I'd like to see us do something annually with this, because she does need to buy, she needs about $2,000 a year to be able to provide for every child who comes in. And with this campaign, we're actually exceeding our revenue goal for it, which is exciting. So we'll have some put back for next year, but we are going to need to consider next year sooner than later, and try to figure out ways to drive awareness for the child abuse and to drive the funding for her. So we'll probably do it again, but it'll be with a different mix and possibly different sponsors. Once we got this launched, we've had several people say, "I wish I would have known," but it was just funny. The first 4 people I asked, I actually didn't even have to ask. I just said, "Here's what we're doing." And I got the donors we needed just like that, without even having to say, "Will you help us?" They just said, "I want to be a part of that," which was pretty cool. We were really proud of that. So it actually all started with a little guy named Tony Mullen at our research center who wanted to reach out and do some kind of pay it forward campaign with the hospital, and we took that idea and ran with it. So I thank her every day for giving me the impetus to get this going, and I am blown away by the generosity of time our community's shown. Just to do it and pass it on to the next person. Spend time uploading it, telling the story. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
All right. Thanks
Great.
a lot.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Okay, you too.
Great.